Well, hello YouTubers, welcome back to my channel. Mike here. Today we have this great big box. This is a viewer donation. This came from my friend Rick Brock, who lives up in Georgia, and he's a viewer of my channel. Actually, he's a viewer of both my channels. My main channel, where I break down electronic scrap to get the gold and silver out. It's an insanely popular channel. Check it out, Omega Geek 64. If you haven't already seen it, like and subscribe over there, please. You'll enjoy it. But also my channel here, where I do electronics and retro computing, often using bits and pieces I recover from the scrap that I take apart, because not everything gets rendered down for its gold and silver. Sometimes, you know, stuff winds up in my projects. Well, Rick got a hold of something, and he was going to scrap it out for the gold and silver content. And he got to thinking, hey, I wonder if Mike would be interested in this as a project for his electronics channel to try and resurrect it. See if he can get it working again. So we emailed back and forth, and I said, sure, I'll take it off your hands. It would be an interesting project to try and resurrect. If it'll work. I mean, there's possibilities it's beyond hope. But let's see what's inside this big box. Let's see what Rick sent me. Well, it's a compact computer. There's some ribbon cables. Let's see what we got here. It's 486 class compact computer. And Rick started disassembling it before he got the idea of maybe sending it to me. So I think it's in a partially disassembled state. I'll have to get it out of the box, set it out on the counter here, and we'll see what we got. So let me do that, and I'll be back when that's done. So here we are out of that big box. The cover's loose. Let's just have a peek inside, see what we got. Oh, there's more packaging inside. Like I said, I think Rick started partially disassembling this before he got the idea of sending it to me. And he kind of stuffed everything back in the box. This feels like maybe a slot card. No, you know what that is? That is the card from a hard drive. That's the electronics card from a hard drive. Okay. That looks like a part of the structure of it there. Let's see what's in here. I should have brought a knife. Oh, I think I know what this is. That's the main motherboard right there. Okay, Intel i486 DX2 66. I had one of these back in the day. Yeah, back when this was hot stuff too, let me tell you. It was a fast computer for its day. Okay. I think there's a mezzanine card in here. I think this is one that, yeah. So the motherboard would fit in here like about so, and there should be a mezzanine card that rises up for the expansion cards. So one of these should have the mezzanine card in it. Hopefully there's some RAM too. You didn't mention RAM, Rick. I hope there's some RAM. That's a modem. That is a modem. Well, these days, about as useful as tits on a boar hog, as a friend of mine would say. But hey, this can go through my electronics rendering process and get the gold and silver out of it. It's not too useful these days. Yeah, I thought there was a mezzanine card in the photos he sent me. There it is. There's the mezzanine card. So that would probably plug in right about there. Yeah, okay. let's see here. Let me make sure. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Ooh, there's a RAM stick. There's a RAM stick. Cool. Okay, so at least we have some RAM. That's good. Let me double check in all these bags and make sure we're not missing anything else, like another RAM stick or two. So if we have RAM, we might actually be able to fire this thing up and give it a try anyhow. Okay, so that's everything. Got some ribbon cables here and some screws. So it's like floppy drive and parallel IDE hard drive, and it looks like let's see. That's IDE right there. Looks like it's got IDE on the motherboard. Yeah, but I don't see a connector. Oh, probably floppy over here. Okay. Over there. Alright, yeah. Okay. I can figure this out. Alright, and let's see. Does it have onboard video? I didn't notice that. Oh, this motherboard is a tight fit in this case. Yes, it has onboard VGA. If it works. Okay. Cool. So we got some RAM. We got onboard video. Should be able to just, if the power supply is any good, should be able to just power this up and see if we get any video out of it. So, let's see, the RAM slots A, B, C, D, so I imagine I have to populate A first. Hopefully I don't have to populate them in pairs, because I only got the one. But, yeah, let me see if I can get the, let me put the motherboard back in. Well, all the bags are flying away. It's windy today. Have to clean them up. Let me get the motherboard mounted back in here the way it's supposed to be. Hook the power supply up to it, and hook a monitor up to it, and we'll see if we get any video out of it. That would tell me it's not a lost cause right off the bat, because I wouldn't mind having a 486 machine up and running. It could come in handy for a lot of retro projects. Yeah. Okay, so let me get to work on this. Let me put the I just imagine some of these screws in here are for the motherboard to hold it down in place. Were there standoffs? There are standoffs. Okay, so, and then we'll hook it up and see what we get. Nice little project. Thank you, Rick. So I don't know if I'm putting the right screws in, hold the motherboard in place, but well, they go in. They're the right length anyway. The right thread, so I guess it doesn't really matter. They get the job done. This is an interesting motherboard. I haven't seen anything like this. I was wrong. That is not the floppy drive connector. Floppy drive connector is back here behind the IDE hard drive connector. But there's another big set of header pins over here, and there's a set here, a set here, a set, big long set here. I have no idea what those are for, unless there's a daughter board that was available to plug onto this motherboard. That's a possibility. Maybe it had a daughter board with extra functions or something. I don't know. So I've never seen this particular model of compact computer before. And given its age, probably not likely to see another one again. And then I got to figure out also at the very least I need to connect the speaker so I can hear beep codes. So I'm thinking maybe it's this connector here. And it's got one pin. This is a 4-pin connector with one pin blocked out, and this is a 4-pin connector with one pin missing, so I assume that this is for the speaker right there. And then these other front panel things. Yeah, here's another polarized connector over here. So that must be for the rest of the front panel LEDs and stuff. Okay. Let me put the one RAM stick I have in. Which way does it go? Which way does it go? That way? It goes that way. Okay, so hopefully it doesn't need a pair of them. Okay, so I need a power cord and I need a monitor. And then we can give this thing a smoke test. Well, Houston, we have a problem. I got my VGA monitor out over here. And I'm ready to plug it in and test this. And it's just got a VGA connector on it. But one of the pins is blocked off on that. And this has full complement. Huh. Okay, so that ain't gonna plug in there. Interesting. Huh. Well, I don't want to mutilate the connector on my VGA monitor. I don't know if that pin's important or not. I suppose I could cut it out if it's not. I'll have to look at the pin out, but I think we'll just power this thing up and see if we get any kind of life out of it at all. I mean, the power supply might not even be any good. So let me put some power to it. We'll see if the front panel LEDs light up. We'll see if we get any beeps out of it. Well, we got some lights. Light on the motherboard. I don't know if you can see that. There's a light on the motherboard next to the processor. Green light. No beeps. Some clicks from the speaker, but no beeps. No beep codes. Let me hook up the floppy drive on the off chance it tries to seek. Well, I'll bet it doesn't. I got a feeling we're dead. Deader than the proverbial doornail here. Okay, one more time. Nope, nothing. Absolutely nothing. The fan and the power supply is running. I don't smell smoke. I suppose I need to get a meter and measure the voltages coming off of it. But got one green LED here, one green LED here. And not a lot else going on. Okay, interesting. I'm going to need a little further troubleshooting. And what I might do, I suppose I could try, is I could install the mezzanine board and put another video card in, and we'll see if we can get something out of that video card if we can't get anything out of the video on the motherboard. Though that usually requires changes to the BIOS. Let me think about this. It's lunchtime anyway. Let me cogitate on this over some food. So I had one of my patented brilliant ideas. Instead of mutilating the connector on my VGA cable here, I just put a small drill bit in my drill and drilled out the plug they had blocking the one hole. So now my cable goes in. I did look at the pinout though. It's just a ground line, so it probably, I probably could have snipped it out of that, but just in case it's the only ground line that that's using, that would be a bad idea. So let me put this back in here. Let me get the monitor plugged in and turned on, and we'll see if we get anything on the screen. Realign this for you. I got a feeling nothing's going to happen, but we'll give it a try. Yeah. Nothing going on. Oh, wait a minute. Look. Holy cow. Holy cow. It's doing a memory test. Holy cow. That in focus, yeah. Huh. Disk controller failure. Well, in a keyboard or system unit area, there's no keyboard attached. I did not hear the disk drive try to seek. Huh. Alright, let me dig up a PS2 keyboard, and we'll attach a PS2 keyboard to it and see what happens. Holy cow, I was expecting this to be a total failure, but alright. We got some life in this thing. Let me find a keyboard. Okay, I managed to find a dusty old HP PS2 keyboard, got it plugged in. Let's fire this thing up again. There goes the memory test. Surprised we're not getting beep tones. That's usually there's at least a beep. Notice that the LEDs blinked on the keyboard. Disk controller failure. Setup F10. Let's see if it's going to do it. Ah, there's the beeps we're looking for. And there's the setup screen. Holy cow. Oh, I need to dust this keyboard off. It's filthy. Fix disk drives. Well, there we go. Holy cow. Rick, it works. Okay, I need to do some, oh, well, it's even got the right date. And the time is not very far off. I am surprised. That's crazy. Usually the batteries are long dead in these things. Huh. That is amazing. Well, thank you, Rick. You sent me a survivor. It's alive. Obviously it's not happy with its A drive for some reason. I may need to replace that. And it doesn't have a disk drive. It looks like it used to have a disk drive because you sent me the card off the back of one. But I got some old parallel ATA drives around. So I think this thing is worthy of moving into my office from outside. I kept it out here just in case it turned out to be dead and was going to be total scrap. But no, it works. It's a survivor. Okay, so I will move this into my office, and I'll give it some TLC. See if we can get a floppy drive working in it. See if we can get a hard drive in it. Get an OS on it. DOS. Maybe even Windows 98 SE, maybe. That would be nice. Turn this into a really useful machine. Thanks again, Rick. Wonderful. This is wonderful. Okay. So, in a future episode, we'll see if we can get this thing turned into a decent machine. So, subscribe to see my future episodes. And if you like this episode, give it a like, give it a thumbs up. And like I said, subscribe to see future episodes. Press the little bell icon YouTube wants you to press to be notified when new videos come out. And as a subscriber, you'll be notified when new videos come out. Check out my main channel, Omega Geek 64. There's always interesting stuff going on over there. And I will see you in the next video. Thanks a lot for watching this one. Bye. Thanks again, Rick.